Comparative Anatomy, task number 009 on Classroom. So what we're going to do is take a look at some vertebrate circulatory systems. Those are animals with backbones, much like ourselves. But before you get into that, you need to know two terms, form and function, because it shows up on almost every slide from here on out. So what you need to know before moving on, form is the shape of an object. Okay? And function is what an object does or can do. For example, a wheel, its form is round, and its function is that it rolls really well. So you're going to keep those things in mind as you move through here. And I give you some images to look at, some things to think about, and then you need to respond in a Google document and address each of the questions that are here. So for in this slide, you see that there are 2, 4, 6, 8 digestive systems. So what do you notice there? And what reasons might explain what you see. We've seen this before. We've talked about it in the digestive function. But I also want you to move on to respiratory. Okay. What do you notice? What might be some reasons? Again, think form and function. Look closely at each of the diagrams. Describe them and the changes that you see from one image to the other. We're going to compare circulatory systems. Again, look at the chambers of the heart. Look at the parts of the heart. Think about what these animals look like, how big they might be, what advantages the form and function might give to them. Here's a more closer look at the layout of the circulatory system of some of the vertebrates. More close look at the circulatory systems. Here we look at the brain, part of the nervous system, and you're going to be making connections and what you see in terms of patterns and thinking about what these organisms are and what they do. So, in summary, the patterns we see in nature are consistent wherever we look. Form and function are always tied together. Complexity increases, more recent organisms through geologic time. And if something doesn't work, it dies out of a population, and strategies that work stay longer than those that don't. So keeping that in mind, examining each of those slides, addressing them in a Google Doc, and a sentence is not, for each one, is not nearly enough. This is going to require description and explanation and examples. So we're looking at a paragraph or so per slide response. And then go ahead and submit that. If you work in groups, as it says you can, what you need to do is get a copy to each group member. And that way every single person that worked on this has something to submit, even though it may be an identical copy of someone in their group. That's fine, but I need to see who participated, and that way we don't have any confusion about names left off and that sort of thing. So that is 009. Please be thorough, and I will see you when it's over.